everybody? What up, everybody? Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to participate in that poll. Do not forget to participate in the poll. Thank you. up? What up? What's up? Y'all know what time it is. It's Talk Shit Tuesday. Yes, sir. What up? Big shout out to everybody out there in the Shark Tank. Big shout out to all my people out there on the back street. Y'all know what time it is. It's that Talk Shit Tuesday. Let me get in here and get my peoples right. Hold on. Let me find what I'm looking for. Let me see. Here we go. Let me get my shout outs right quick. Big shout out to my main man, Mr. Dickie Foster, all-time, long-time supporter for everybody. Big shout out to my main man, Eloy Monster. What up, fam? Yo, my brother, Mr. Burning Star in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to my man, Mr. Derek Lockett in the house. Salute to you, fam. Yo, CB. What up, baby? My man, Mr. Chico Nicholas in the hills, representing the D. What up, fam? Sauced up real in the hills. What up, fam? Eastside Bullbred in the house. Welcome to the Shark Tank, fam. Hook you up, my man. Hook my man up. Like I said, welcome to the Shark Tank, Eastside Bullbred. Big shout out to Bulldog in the house. What up, fam? Eastside, representing the Carolinas. That's right, fam. That's right. Hey, y'all, look. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, my mans and them, the Abrahams. Now, being around this Bulldog game, and if you like a historian of the game, not just in your now, but really understand history, there has always been some type of major controversy when it came to dealing with these Bulldogs. Always. And you always wanted to sit down and try to figure out who to believe, right? That's where I think the controversy comes in. Because when you're not dealing with, facts, when I say facts, you got receipts, for one thing. Receipts is always the best thing, but we don't always have receipts because, again, we have different people who take sides based on relationships or just what they heard. What story sounds believable? Take us, for instance. Now, we know Supernat. Spend a weekend with him. We bred the grand champion Ace. But remember the story. Remember, this is not our story. We only tell you our story based on hearing it come from the horse's mouth. When Supernat made that comment about Angus being on the yard, and I think Rosie, and he was making this. Now remember, we on that moonshine too, so he brought the controversy to the table, and then through the conversation, he was explaining, the situation with Ace in a way that, well, if you believed, now to me, Mo, he'll tell you, if you believe what he is actually saying, and he on the juice now, and he's bringing the controversy to a head as if Angus was really Ace's dad, and explaining why he got Charlie instead of Angus on the papers. Didn't understand that. But then you got Charlie on the yard, which means you and Crenshaw was cool. Ace becomes Charlie, but you're telling us that it's Angus. So, don't think the question wasn't asked. So why did you leave Charlie on the papers? And it was basically his relationship with Mr. Crenshaw. Now, didn't understand what that meant, but the next morning when you had a chance to clear your head and you're on the way out, you got to ask that question again. Is Angus Grand Champion Ace's father? Now he's not really on the juice. Now he can imagine, I think he might have just remembered the conversation. But the only thing he did was smile. That's it. And he held that smile with no definitive answer the next morning. So please understand, even with us knowing that, and just because of that situation, made Mo dive deep into the trait side of things. You start going down in there and you start trying to find everything so you can come to your own conclusion knowing what you just heard. So us having bred the dogs, following the trait, following the likeness, following everything based on, bulldog knowledge. Now I'm telling you, I'm dealing with T.O. and Mo. Now them is like two professors, and believe me, when I say they rip into some shit, they rip into some shit, for real. That's why you always see Mo always talk about the Zebo. Always made it a point, regardless of what the paper said, to keep that Zebo intact. Because he always felt the back end shit came from Angus. He always believed that. Him and T.O. would breed like that. But you see him when he go through the papers, he leave the papers the way they were. You never hear him correct, even though when he bring that Jeep along with what's on the papers. So sometimes that might seem controversial because you hear it, but he can't sit here and just tell you the papers aren't what they are just based on what Supernat said. He never gave a definitive answer. So how do you deal with that? You go what's on the paper in the conversation, but to yourself knowing what you know, you breathe the way you feel like it is. That's the way it was handled around here. Always keeping in mind that he tells you about that trait. He even gives you an idea of where it come from, because just do your research. Where all the back end killers come from. Ace was a back end killer. But you never seen that in the Charlie situation. But because we didn't have a definitive answers to that, is why you still always hear him telling you. He's still, and even still, just in case, he always had some Jeep just in case. Never seen him trying to run off with nothing else that came off of Charlie. Not didn't even look Charlie's way. And I only really believe he was hanging around with the Jeep shit because he was dealing with hardcore. So if I'm gonna get it from somewhere, I'm gonna get the Jeep shit from somewhere. I'm gonna get it from somebody who is well known in how to handle that type of shit. See, that's the way we dealt with the not knowing, but knowing what you know. I see a lot of guys going back and forth. So and so said this, so and so said that. Well, I heard this and I heard that. And that becomes where controversy just lingers around. And it just goes on for many years in all types of directions. Great example, S.T.P's Grand Champion Buck. Some said Golden Boy, some say Little Tater. But we know what Patrick said. In the end, Patrick said it was Little Tater. Well, damn, Patrick. You was also the one that said it was Golden Boy, too. But there was a reason why. He gave a reason, but my thing is, fellas, this is what I'm saying. At least it's coming from the horse's mouth. Now, can you trust the horse after the controversy's there? But maybe if you sit down and listen to the story, why he said what he said, it should, to me, it wouldn't be a controversy simply because he's telling you. At what point do you think he's not? I mean, he didn't have to tell you, but it was time for the truth. I mean, one thing Pat had behind it, he was mad because wasn't nobody trying to give no credit on the Buck situation. Oh, you tell them. I'm just warming them up. You can take them down that roadway. I'm gonna let Mo just take y'all down that roadway. But what I'm trying to get out is the receipt point. When I look on Facebook and I see people going back and forth on things, and I don't see that eagerness to jump in there and do the research and have something to stand on when you have your argument. See, when you don't have nothing to stand on, then it's almost like you just talk about what you heard. You don't even know what you talk about. Because there's nothing else to go behind what they're saying but what they're just saying. I heard does not work in controversial situations. We hear a lot of things, but you know how that go. We learned that way back in elementary school. We line up 10 people, we tell them something here. By the time it got down to the end, it'd be something totally different than what we started with. And we generally started out with 10 in elementary school. Now, as grown-ups, I understood what that little experiment and exercise meant, because you talk about 10 when I'm talking about 20, 30, and once it gets that ball rolling, man, it don't never, it never gets back to what it actually started out being. But yet, we have this controversy. Now, a lot of guys might not have heard the story that we're going to be talking about tonight. Might have been a little bit ahead of y'all time. But these are the things why we sit here and we have these shows where we talk about the past, because it's going to always be like that. And you have to either get yourself to understand that you have to do your own research to come to your own conclusions. But don't come to those conclusions based on what somebody say. If you put in the homework, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually do investigative reporting based on, we know, the Abrahams, but we also know Bob Lowry. So, understanding that, we can have this discussion. We can go in, investigate, because we know what we're doing. We're going to present our case to you, and then you'll be able to see for yourself why we feel the way we feel about it. And I think with this show tonight, I'm hoping that it will help a lot of the young dog men. See, some of my older dog men out there, based on when I'm watching the voting, I know y'all know. I know y'all know. You've heard the story. What made you stick to your belief? There had to be something behind why you believe what you believe, because evidently we all know in the beginning, if you think about it, the Abrahams made the breed. Hello? So you would think if anybody knew, they would know. But I'm going to let Mo dive into it. The only reason I bring that part up, because when you know both parties, for one, and then you know the breeder, I'm getting it from the horse's mouth. And knowing them like I know them, I have no reason not to believe them. And that's not just being biased, that's just based off the evidence. That's all. Because even they could say something, but guess what? He the man that did it. So you can look at everything. Just look at everything for yourself. And just like we did with our own shit, we go back and we look at the traits and we look at this and we look at that and we just sit here and tell you. You can't find this nowhere in this whole situation. But I still go back to, at what point do you actually stop and put in the work? Because, see, these things do matter if you're really trying to have a breeding program. Some guys used to just stay away from controversial breedings because they didn't know. There was too much controversy, so we're not going to do it. But a lot of those people who made decisions off of it, basically some got it right and some got it wrong. And if you look at the ones that got it wrong, it helps you make your decision on which one was really right. Because that's what history does for you. If you put in the work, you're going to find the answer. You know what I mean? So I need everybody to hit them like buttons. I need everybody to participate in that poll before Mo gets started here. But I thought that would be a good conversation because you always hear, a lot of back and forth. A lot of, still the same old thing. That dog ain't bred the way they said it's bred. And then when you're doing your research and people in the past and you start talking about people, you think about, even when it came down to Patrick and Bowley Hill, I laugh about that because there again, we dealing with Pat, and you out here, just openly breeding a stolen dog, and it was a stolen dog. Those type of situations. So when you start thinking about it, doesn't character come in there somewhere? I mean, character has a whole lot to do when it comes to whether people want to believe you or not. Sometimes you can hate somebody so bad and be mad at a person so bad that you'll just come up with some shit. You'll throw some shit out there and see what stick. Because there's a lot of that shit goes on. Just throw it out there and see what stick. And believe it or not, you know how it picks up steam? Because people follow that shit. See, maybe that's just a natural thing. People love controversy. They love drama. And as much as, you know, it's exciting because this internet is full of this shit. So I guess that keeps people, enthused and taking sides and believing this person. What, the bigger the personality, the more you want to believe in, you want to believe this person. I mean, that controversy is always there, that back and forth, and that's what causes shit to go viral. See, I'm just learning this shit, but I see what it takes to go viral. All you got to do is just throw some dumb shit out there, and bam, guess what? Whoa! This has always been, in the dog game, always. But again, it's a people thing, right? It's a people thing. But how do you get beyond that? By doing your own work. Because when it comes down to you having to make a decision on things that you're ever going to do in life, regardless of what anybody said, whatever choice you make, you're going to have to be the one to live with it. You know how that works. That's just me keeping it real. To me, I feel like it's always, when it comes down to any decision that you make, you better make damn sure you did do your homework. You better be damn careful of the choices that you do make. And I take that to say this is what betters the game based off of how much you put in the work to where you're going to be comfortable in what you're doing and what you're saying. You're not just saying it because somebody else has said it. Or because this is my boy over here. I'm going to ride with my boy. Because you don't know how scandalous people can be. I mean, again, I look at my audience and I know I got a grown ass audience. At some point in some time in your life, you done ran into people who hated somebody so bad that they would just actually do some foul shit. To me, you my friend, you do some foul shit, I check your character. Because at that point in time, shit, if you do it, motherfucker, because you feel like that about him, shit, what's going to stop you from doing that shit to me? And that's that's real shit. But in this dog game, you're supposed to look at everybody like that because it's always going to boil down to what you do, you the individual, you and the choices that you make. But don't make an argument, don't have nothing to stand on. Because at that point, your credibility looks like shit. And that's where we're going to have this conversation tonight pertaining to these dogs. Because we actually got two great dog men. One of the great, for us anyway, one of the greatest breeders of all times. I'm not going to say who's who, but I'm going to let Mo talk about that part. But when you got two great dogs being bred together, you're going to come up with something. That was always our philosophy. But the story in itself, let's talk about it. It's on you, Mo. What up, everybody? Yes, sir. I'm in the house. What up, y'all? Okay, we heard my opening editorial. Throw my little swang to it. First of all, one thing we got to separate in controversies when it comes to what you're hearing and what you know. Now, when it comes down to Supernat created that controversy. That came out of his mouth. That didn't come from a hearsay, this say over here. The man actually said it. Did it make sense? Hey, think about it. It was the purpose you said that. And then at the same time, the reason why he said it. Why would you bring Ruby into the conversation? All these dogs on the yard. You know what I'm saying? That's probably during the time that Angus was getting in trouble. Remember, Jeep, he was still hooked in the Jeep. Both times he messed up. So, could that have been the reason why he put it on Charlie and not on Angus? You know? But he said it. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up. He said it. So he brought the controversy in there in that conversation. Maybe it was a controversial thing because he never gave a blatant answer to it. But genetic-wise, you know, then you put it in the air and you look at it, you know, there's a reason why you said it. The possibility that what he was saying was true. Okay, now let's go talk about Pat Patrick. Pat Patrick sold Buck to Mr. Warden because Mr. Warden wanted a particular line of dogs. So that's what he gave him, that particular line of dogs. Now, later on, when Buck started getting a name, he came clean and, hey, man, you wanted that kind of dog, so I got you that kind of dog, but that dog is really bred like this. You know? It's still coming out of his mouth. His mouth. He's admitting to giving a man a dog that wasn't bred like he gave it. That's one. Okay? Two, you know what I'm saying? He had to come clean, you know, about the breeding. And the fact that he gave him a dog thinking he was getting this line of a dog. That's paper switching, dog switching. You know, then you look at it, Bolio, hey, treat your dog like it was his dog, knowing he was a stolen dog. Okay, that's another thing. Now, when we look at him, and he's coming clean, but look at his character. He created the controversy, but it's actually coming out of the people's mouths. You know, it's not coming from a hearsay. It's coming directly out their mouths. So, but look at each one of them's character. You know, Supernat didn't do anything wrong. Maybe he was telling the truth. Maybe he had a reason. Maybe it was because Angus was, the word was getting out what happened, you know? Because Supernat probably told every damn body. You know what I'm saying? So, the possibility, you look at Charlie, and you just can't put it together based on the litter. You know, you put it on Angus, all possibilities are there. So you never know. But that's the controversy he created. But it's still coming out of the horse's mouth. You know, what they're saying is their truth and their lie. But it still boils down to character. I don't put nothing against Supernat's character, you know, if that's what it was. You know, but just the thought of what it could have been because he spoke on it. Pat Patrick, his character, you know, maybe he is a shiesty guy. He bred enough dogs. He had enough great dogs. Do we care about that? Shit, if we didn't care about Maurice Carver, we shouldn't be caring about Pat Patrick. And that's how I look at it. But it's their controversy that they created. You know, all this other stuff that comes outside of that in the back and forth amongst what comes outside of what he did or what he said, you know, that's a story. But when it comes down to the Queen of Heart Grand Champion Buck, and I look at Joe Abraham like, you know, I know Joe. I know Nate. Where's the bullshit? Who would question Queen being bred to Grand Champion Buck if he got Queen and he said he bred the Grand Champion Buck? And I know for a fact that I used to have a picture. I'm pretty sure it might have been Nate that was standing right next to John Bemis and a couple of other fellas over at S.T.P. You see what I'm saying? So I've had that picture. So for somebody to question even that breeding, the man owned the dog. Don't you think what the man got to lie about breeding? And if he was lying, the Grand Champion Buck, hey,
John Bemis is still alive. I ain't heard John Bemis make a comment, a smart remark, or anything like that. Ever. So for those who's running around screaming that Bull might not be off a grand champion buck, and it's coming from the man's mouth, I'll get into that once I go through these other things, but I'm going to let you hear it coming from the man's mouth and what the man told me. Clearly. So, and it wouldn't have no doubt in my mind, being he told me, he didn't have to tell me. But he told me. I'm going to tell y'all on that one. You know, now just the other thing about Bull and the Bob Lowry saga, I'm going to let that come from the horse's mouth too before I even speak on it. I'm just going to take you around and show you what the guys, what everybody's screaming and talking about when it comes to that situation. You know, the grand champion Buck Queen call, there's not really much evidence of that not happening. More evidence on the simple fact that came out my man's mouth to me, so I believe what he's saying. Because there is no question or waver in his character when it comes to me. None. They might. You want to come get me your stuff? I can plug up mine and get around a lot quicker.
Either way, we got to plug in, so you can take them. I got to plug up the USB.
Oh, okay.
So you want to move around in this one, or you want to grab yours?
I can grab mine. I can grab and move yours because I ain't going in my pen online. So
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me hook this up. Hold on, fellas. Let me hook us in right quick. This might go zing zing. I'm hoping it don't, but we're gonna see. We still got movement. We still got movement. Yep, we still got movement. Okay. Okay, you can move around from here. You know what I mean?
All right, fellas. Let me get started here right quick. But you know, y'all know what I'm saying. For those who know the story, at least what's being heard and said and all that stuff. Okay, hold
Yellow C said, Bob told me boomerang top is why the dog made ROM.
on. Well, I can't understand why you would say that when Grand Champion Buck can't touch that, bruh. Come on, man. Well, we go with S.T.P's Grand Champion Buck. ROM. Grand Champion. What Bob know? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Different kind of, you know. Let me see if I can pull up. What Bob said.
Big Sal's the pro in the game. Dog Chronicles in the house. What up, pro? What up, my man Prophet Google in the house? What up, fam? BMK, I see you, fam. RBG Lone Wolf in the house. What up, fam?
Okay, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this right quick.
Big shout out to Pitwise Kennels. What up, fam?
This is what my man was just talking about right here. This is how my man was saying he was bred. You know, that's Mr. Patterson right there. That's sweet, that Alexander Sweet Williams stuff. You see that in a lot of great dogs. Mouse stuff. You know, Stein and Grand Champion Stubby, them dogs had it. Okay, that's the way they said Bull was bred. That's the boomerang he's talking about. But that's what Bob said. You know, Bob said that, and he had his reason to say that. We're gonna go over that, but I'm just gonna put this is what it looks like. Bob said just before he died to be the true breeding on Abraham's bull. Now, R.E.P. down here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? S.T.P. up there in New York. I'm pretty sure R.E.P. didn't come up to Detroit, up to the Michigan area, and breed Bones to Queen of Heart. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. I hear you, Bob. And yes, I do know Bob Locke very well. Told you I kicked it a whole weekend and had a picture of every dog on there from Hunter Red, every to Crazy Tippy. I had them all, every single one of them. He took a picture. Took a picture of every dog on his yard on a snowy day, snow outside. No, I had a picture with all of them. Good dude. But you're going to hear the full story. Okay, that's what they say. But when you know, the actual breeding, this comes from the man who made the breeding. I'm trying to find that one Mike with Joe made that comment on here.
Go back to the file thing.
Okay, this is something that, like I said, the real breeding from Abraham's mouth. It says it's sad Bob Lowry would still be lying on his deathbed. Guess he was still mad because I wouldn't let him breed the queen. Believe what you want. I know Buck is still Bull sire. May God bless Bob's soul. Now that's coming from Joe Abraham. Okay? See, to me, that kills Bob's controversy because here's the man who owned the dog. Here's the man who bred Queen to that dog. So I'm going to make it quick. And I'm going to give you some more evidence on top of that one. I sent Joe, because he's at work. He's at work. But I sent him a question that I was looking at for an answer to. And my question was, now, I know Bob had been, he had Bull. But you have to understand how he got Bull. See, he got Bull after. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let it come from my man's own words. He sent me a reply back. He's at work. He would have been probably wanting to call in, but he's at work. But he left me something to read to you guys, straight from him. He said, I bred Queen to Buck, and Bull was one of the pups. I never let Bob get anything off of Queen. He got Bull after I was locked up. That's the only way he would have ever got anything from me. Bob wanted me to breed Queen's brother and give him half the litter. And he told him, man, you must be crazy. And we never got along after that. And he never let him get anything off of Queen, ever. Not a pup, breeding, anything. So that's where, separation came at, right there. So whatever Bob had to say after he acquired Bull, you know what I'm saying? Man gone, he got the dog. Who said that he felt better? No, he didn't feel better. He was still bitter. All because he couldn't get nothing off of Queen. Okay? So, me coming just out of Joe's mouth, I didn't need to do no more investigating. Why would I investigate anything? I don't have to. I took it for what it is right then, coming from him. He telling me. So, where's the argument for anybody else? You just heard it. You just heard it straight out of his mouth. The investigation in me stops because I look at his character and what could he say to me? No, I know him. It looks like there's any bullshit in there like Supernat controversial or Pat Patrick's admittance of his bullshit. We ain't got no bullshit over here. The man clearly said this is what it is. You can hold a grudge. But he ended up with Bull. But that don't make him no expert on anything that Joe Abraham did with Bull. And he made some great breedings with Queen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me. Now, with all these great dogs they got her being bred to, I see the bones. I don't see the handicap in here. Where handicap at? Anybody see handicap? I don't see handicap in here. So it's not all of them. But just going down through here, I had pictures of her. I had pictures of Twiggy. I seen him when he lost that night. But you don't see. I don't see the handicap. The handicap was bred to Queen too. They go. So she was definitely being bred. I mean, like I said, put some shit on the ground. Bob did some nice shit. If I can get a bull, I'll show you this. The one thing is this breeding here. If we go by what we got here, being bred that way, we ain't getting a whole lot of traction. Produced some good fine dogs, 2 grand champions, and many more good winners. The ball was this favorite all was Massive Attack Bossy Hard Dog, 2-time winner in the hands of Massive Attack, and a 1-time game loser by his new owner. Dead game loser. Okay. That's what he bred that way. If they bred bull to this dog, you best believe it's because of that buck shit. Because still, we dealing with this dog right here. I mean, where's the rest of the shit? They liked him that much. Because he's on that Amboss. Probably one of the better dogs that Amboss produced. But when we go pulling up this dog right here, bred like this, we see the ROM, we see the 2-time winner. We just don't see the rest of the shit that he did. Where's them 2 champions at? Them 2 grand champions. You know what I'm saying? And if they bred this dog right here, you give me grand champion buck and put in the same area, in the same place, it ain't gonna do nothing but add the real deal to this shit here. If he was a game loser, you best believe he sure as hell didn't get it from this shit here. I'm telling you now. This shit here needs some buck. This is Boyle shit. This is a bunch of black dogs and shit like that. Bobby Jr. and them. Look. This would have had to be grand champion buck. I can see this being this dog. Not taking nothing away from Bones. See the color. Let me go get the other bull. But you see that's the Amboss stuff. Now we give Amboss his due. We do. But he wasn't the greatest producer. You know, even though we can find him in, you know, see if we got any siblings, any other AM bosses in here. We got a couple of them. As we go down through here, as much as he bred, we got 2 pages. And see, that's the dead game dog right there. That's, you know, I'm still calling it a buck. About the game of shit you don't see on here, though. He a big boy. Okay, got that yellow and that termite in there. Really heavy yellow, but you're still adding the Patrick with the Hollandworth stuff. And the yellow, you know, remember I told y'all, you notice the yellow stuff worked with the amboss shit. Remember Yellow Dog? Remember Yellow Dog? You put the Walkmall up there and some Lucane up there. You know what I'm saying? You get a good bulldog. Same thing you see in old Yellow Dog. Same shit. For those, if you're catching on, you're paying attention, y'all. If you remember how Yellow Dog was bred, remember he came off of Spartacus. That's still Mayday. Heavy yellow with a whole bunch of Walkmall. Now we got some termite, still with some yellow. Cross with an amboss, it worked. Yellow Dog bred the same damn way, even got amboss in him. So we know what all this other shit amboss was doing. There. We already know what that one is, and that's buck. Still calling it back that buck, because I ain't gonna see nothing different. You don't really see a lot. Yeah, it's got 2 sheets. You see what I'm saying? And the only time we see some shit that's working is when it's being crossed with the yellow. Actually, the only time we see some champions, you know, we see the cross with the yellow. Go back to this dog here. But, you know, outside of that, we ain't seen the 2 grand champions yet. You know, we see about Massive. And, you know, we see about the, you know, their best dog. But, you know, them 2 grand champions, we ain't ran across them yet. But we go back to the real bull. The real bull. Cause I'm gonna keep it just like that. Because it is. You have a reason to get the dog and say that when you didn't like him anyway, because you didn't like the fact that he wouldn't let you get anything off the queen. And then called you crazy when you wanted to get a breeding off a queen and split the litter. And the man said, you must be crazy. So that's enough to really spite a man by getting the dog that he you know, bull off of queen in buck and start a controversy and slap your own thing on there and try to run with it that way. Didn't work. No, because Queen, Queen was bred to some good dogs, and Bob got his hands on some. You know, look, he had Crazy Tippy. and Twiggy. Bob had these dogs. I had pictures with him. So in the end, he did get his hands on some. And let me just make sure y'all know. Chino, Nitro, all these is good producing dogs. Sarah Lee, Gina Jet, all good producers. Mm-hmm. Good producers. Look, all you had to do was go get that Von Zachariah. Chino was a pretty good dog. He produced good, that's for damn sure. There's Pandy. But you already know. Bob got his hands on it because he had to go buy this one. He didn't, this one didn't, it's off of Queen, but he sure didn't get it from Joe or Nate. He went to Florida and got it. Which he got a lot of dogs from Ronnie Boyles. And reminded him we're good friends. I know. And you see the Alexander stuff, Sweet Williams, you're gonna find that same old stuff in Mama on them, Champion Stein, Grand Champion Stephanie. Good line of dogs there. Good match dogs. I mean, just breaking it down, when you really looking at me saying, well, okay, let's see what makes this shit work. Patsy played a big part in a lot of this stuff, but it was just certain combinations that just made shit work. You're going to find Bull Boy Bob and Grand Champion Buck's pedigree. What are you talking about? It's just the combination of dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's the combination of the dogs. And I still didn't see. I still didn't see the handicap move. Where handicap at? Come on, let's go find handicap. Because handicap definitely bred the queen. I don't see it on here. Maybe on that one. Okay. That one. do that one, Mike? This one. I did. This must have been it's just 3 pages. Yeah, I did that one. Don't see it. Hmm? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That might be what I'm looking for. That might be what I was looking for. Might have been handicapped to Tippy. Yeah, probably was that one. Calvin. Hold on, guys. I'm going back, man. Back to those like these the way these breedings is like even with handicap. You know that patchy stuff. Remember that's what my man wanted. My man wanted some tombstone. That boom. I mean some boomerang. Boomerang. You got some boomerang. I mean these are some good crosses regardless of how Pat Patrick may have probably done this shit before, or the reason why he sold that dog, he came clean. But me, I'm looking at his breeding program, and I just love the man's breeding program. He had his line of dogs that he made. He went off with Homer, and then he went off with Grand Champion Buck. He went off with the Hollowworth stuff. Big, big, big major player. So, you got to take, regardless of his character, just look at his work. Understand his work. We'll see these same kind of results in the Boyles dogs, in the handicap dogs, in the Queen of Heart dogs, in the Mayday dogs, in the Grand Champion Buck dogs. It's a lot of dogs, a lot of great producing dogs. And I say the same when I say that if Joe's got the record straight, I think his biggest conversation is he made a comment about this whole thing. And I guess he be out there picking up stuff off the internet itself. But this is what he said. He said, "It's amazing how so many people think they know how Bull was bred, or that Queen was never even bred to Buck. Some of the people were not even born. One thing for a fact, John," when he's talking about John Bemis, "and I know, and there are others that know too." You can count me in one of them others. Because I say I had a picture of John Bemis with Nate. I'm pretty sure it was Nate and a couple other guys at S.T.P. I know it was S.T.P. and Nate. And if he said he bred to Buck, I never heard anything other than that. And nothing said anything different from S.T.P. So, coming from the horse's mouth, I have no reason to believe anything that Bob Lowry says. because there's emotions and anger and animosity or wherever else Bob took to his grave on that fact. And he still ended up with dogs off of Queen. Made some great breedings. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, just the fact, the man hold a grudge. But there's no reason in the world that why I would believe Bob Lowry. Not after the fact. Bull was not your dog. So you got Bull, but Bull was not your dog. The man had the dog, and you got him now. So the whole game changed. We can't do that. It makes good Facebook conversation. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's beyond me when it comes out of the man's mouth who actually owned the dog, and we're not even talking about Bob Lowry. We already looked at the fact that he got the dog after the fact. He still ended up with the dog, okay? And he made some good shit out of it. And he got him some shit out of that Queen. But that doesn't change his lie to a truth. And that's what he wanted to take with him. That means he never forgave the man for not giving him what he wanted, even though he ended up with it. It was just a pack of principle probably to him that Joe called him crazy when he wanted to split a litter off a Queen. That's what caused it, then that's what caused the lie. But why would I believe anything different when at the time Joe had both Queen and Bull? He bred Bull. And that's where we're going to be on that one. What's the poll looking like, Mike? And what everybody else seeing?
So far, we got 101 votes tonight. Y'all keep taking that poll. Don't forget to hit that like button. 101 voters. Poll question. Time has passed. So who do you think the sire of Abraham's Bull ROM one-time winner? We have 40% for Grand Champion Buck. We got 14% for Champion Bones. And we have 47% for Never Heard the Story.
Yep, see, there was a story. 47%.
Never heard the story.
Never heard the story. So you can just imagine as they browse through Facebook and people start out of that 47% after hearing the story, hearing what the man said, run across the story and look how much it changed. Look at all the people who get up in there and talk like they know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean? And that's the interesting part. And I thought it would be a good story on the simple fact because Bull produced some good dogs. Queen produced some good dogs. And that gives to the credit, and good breeding. Well, the obvious was, I couldn't get the Bob's Bones. First of all, Bones would have had to come all the way up north. Okay? Now, Pat lived down here in Tampa with us. Now, you can best believe if that move, if that breeding really did take place, you know what I'm saying? Like Bob is saying. That means Bob would have had to have Queen to make that happen, but she never did. And I know Pat is not going to go up there and breed his stud to queen unless that door was open and Joe told him to come and do it. For that to even be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Now, they got pedigrees out there with him on there. The question is, can Joe go back and come out and say, well, Joe made that breed, and Joe going to tell me, hey, I made that breed, the bones, and he going to tell me how it got done. But being the fact that Bob Lowry bought it out, you know, my question is, did it really get done? You never had Queen. You know what I'm saying? Where did Bones come from? Because I know Pat Patterson. I know that, you know, I mean, Mr. Patterson, you know, I don't think that would have happened. Not to take his stud to go breed the Queen unless that door was open. And Joe would know. It wouldn't be nothing for him to tell me, yeah, I did make that breed, but that ain't how it was bred. You know what I'm saying? But even in that conversation that he told us tonight, he know about who the dog was, but not one time did he even say that he even made that breeding with Queen and Bones. You understand what I'm saying? So now we got some shit that got slung out there, and anybody got into that bone shit. You know what I'm saying? Now that should be the controversy. That bone shit. Okay? Bones was never bred the Queen. We gonna know that it's some bullshit. Joe, I ain't heard him say it yet that he did that. And if he did that, he gonna tell me how it was done. He took Queen down there, or somehow Bones ended up there with them. If it's a true statement. That's another good question. You know, but Joe evidently knows, and Joe, not one time did he say that he bred that shit, because he didn't. He had every opportunity to let us know that tonight when he left this message. I'm still going on the fact that we shouldn't be questioning what Joe say. We should be questioning the other messenger that created the mess, and know that there's a story behind the mess being created. It does not have anything to do with believing anything that Joe Abraham had to say about him and his dog. So I'm going to ride on that. And like Mike said, you know, the game likes controversy, but what happens when y'all have to suck on the truth? You know, can we get some controversial shit on the truth? You know, me riding the truth, I would like to be in one of them conversations on just the simple fact that I know my man saying what is real, and just rag on all y'all, anybody that don't believe what I'm saying. Just rag you to death. Because I'm throwing receipts from the horse's mouth, and I don't have no reason to believe that he lied to me. Now, the rest of y'all can't give me that much. You think that you ain't gonna think I ain't gonna ride you. You know, you're going to be this baby mama, this maybe Bob and Toby, and then, you know, it's going to be the baby mama thing all the way down the line, because it's not going to be a lick of truth to that to even have that type of argument for somebody who actually heard it straight from the person involved. So let's put a fire out on the dumb shit. You know, that gives you people that really was on the right side, you give them more bombs to throw at them, run them back down into a hole, because there's not even a bit of truth to that. And if the man took it to his grave, I guess there's nothing wrong with taking a lie with you. You know?
The fact that you can dislike a person that much to even start some shit.
Right.
There's a lot of that going on.
Oh, no, I'd rather been busy too. You know, hell no, I ain't splitting no leg with you. Read the Queen. Man, okay. Oh.
We're going to split the litter.
Split the litter. You know, the man wasn't feeling that split the litter shit. That's all. Can't get mad at him for that. Can't get mad at him for that. No. Man said, hell no, man, you must be crazy. You making demands like, you know, this is what? What is you holding over here on this pot? No. I'm not splitting shit. I'm the one having the puppies. What are you talking about? I'm the one that got to bring these babies in. I'm not splitting a little like I want to breed to that shit. Like it's like that. It ain't like that. No. Man got mad. Okay, I can understand that. Everybody understand that? Add these little things into y'all Web Patrol receipts, guys, so y'all can know the inner story of what really went down. And then you make your own decisions from there. I done already made mine. You know, I believe in it. I didn't have to break in there and analyze shit. I just went on his word because I know him. I'm glad he got back with me and helped me make that a good part of the story, because I definitely told him that I wanted to do a story on bull and the breeding to Grand Champion buck. What we know, we give bucks so much credit in different dogs. Just think about it. You know, this what he produced just in that bulldog itself. You know what I mean? I mean, Buck and Queen, you know, they produced a good one. And I think, you know, that just says what Buck really meant when he started trying to put Buck in the boomerang zone. You know what I'm saying? When you kind of look at the way Buck truly is bred, and I base my understanding on how he's bred, you know, compared to the different lines that Pat was working with, the production speaks for itself, and just how Buck produced in the dogs he did produce. You know what I'm saying? Anything coming by way of Patrick Tater. Yep, you know, he the one that got down there and produced Little Tater. Is a major factor in the way they crossed that Little Tater and that Patrick Tater to create the Hollandworth dogs. You know what I'm saying? The Hollandworth dogs was a bunch of Patrick dogs on their own, just like the Homer dogs. You know, the Boomerang dogs. You know, Pat had a real smart, great way of breeding some damn good dogs. You know, we give so much credit to Floyd. And without Floyd, you know, we wouldn't have Jeep in them. That's true. But at the same time, we didn't have Pat. You know, these buck dogs wouldn't be the damn powerhouse that they are today. Still. So when we speak of those great names like Floyd, you know, Shining Man Tom, you look at these great breeders who have surpassed the time. You know, I'm talking about even going down through Mayday, we still got to get that over there to Pat and David Tant with Yellow. These breedings here. When we look over there, we got to look at all that stuff coming down off of these particular lines of dogs. Now we starting to put them together and really making them look like, hey, it's getting hard. Like the Amball stuff. Anybody got that Amball shit? I'm telling you now, there ain't but one way that shit working. All that other shit, dud. Go back and do your research. I think this is like my third or fourth time I actually showed y'all Amball. Really, you know, he didn't really produce much, but what he did produce, you're going to find a bunch of yellow in it. When you find that bunch of yellow in it, you're going to find some of that Patrick in it. That Hollandworth. Hollandworth's in each one of them, you're going to find a little touch of Mayday. And if you ain't find no touch of Mayday, you're going to find a bunch of yellow. But you're going to have a Patrick dog somewhere in there to go hand in hand with the Patrick that's already up there in the Amboss. You know, when you cross the Hollandworth back into that top part of Amboss, that's where the click came in at. Because it always seems to keep on working with Mayday, Heavy Yellow, and Patrick. You know that, then you can work with that. For those who got that line of dogs and want to, you know, finally, you know, bring something out that's missing. Well, if you look in there close enough, you'll see the only time it was working. Out of all that other shit, this is the only time it seemed to work. Any questions, guys? See, I ain't hanging out tonight. I just wanted to get that in, and thank you. Like a big shout out y'all for Joe not being, he was at work, but as you know, he sent that in and he gave me the opportunity to share that with you, man. So big ups, thank you for that one, big bro, for sure. Definitely appreciate it. And I hope that gives you guys out there who if you didn't know the truth, now you know the whole truth and give a bigger, better argument to those who didn't know what the hell they was talking about, or who thought they knew what they was talking about. I always take it from the man who spoke it. And if he speak it, then I don't find no reason for him to lie. Any good ones, Mike? Oh yeah, thank you. That's for sure, fellas.
Good dog in the house. He said, some say Vince bred Jigger and said Amboss.
What he say?
He said, some say Vince bred Jigger and said Amboss.
Mm.
Vince Cooper breed them both?
Oh, he's saying that Vince Cooper bred both Jigger and Amboss?
Some say that.
Oh. I mean,
good dog, you ought to know.
I know. He produced Amboss, but Jigger. Amboss black anyway. I don't see no Cooper, no possible way up in this. The way he was bred, I don't even see the fit. Because Amboss, he didn't go the Boyle's route like this. Maybe up in here, you know what I'm saying? Only up in this little area here. But the rest of this down here, see all that? Now.
I mean, how would you even believe that anyway?
Right.
Two different ways of breeding. You don't see that shit nowhere. It stay consistent.
Because if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it, guys, I'm looking at the consistency of why this dog was such a killer. You know what I'm saying? The consistency is all in the writing right in here to me. Look at that shit. Yeah, y'all see it. That's what a real bull killer look like right here. That's what a real bull killer look like.
Goddamn jiggle.
That's that jiggle. What's up there, Snipe? Yeah, I'm gonna pull up another one. Let me see, what was his name? Damn, I just had him. Damn, man. Let me go back to Jigger right quick. I gotta think of the dog name I was gonna go. Oh, I know how I was gonna get Kunta. That's what I'm looking for. Some more of that killer type shit. Another killer. See what I'm saying? You see the makeup up in here? The whole lineup. Just wanted to make sure y'all saw that. The whole lineup. Just wanted to show y'all that. Producing. Stone Killer. Another one. You know, I start putting that shit together when you can see it. You see how I just jumps around and go grab them, man, because they there. Damn dogs look like gladiators. Bulldogs. There's no doubt we know these are champions. There's no doubt they wouldn't be on the show. Yeah. We showing you shit that's working. This is what it look like. Why y'all talking about that old school shit? Get off of it. Y'all ain't doing nothing like that. Stop it. No. It's been a long time since I made Jigger Dog of the Night, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? You know how I am about that Jigger. You know, he's got a couple of dates. You know, he got a couple awards being Dog of the Night. Now, every time he hit the scene, he takes over. He take over. He's one of them dogs couldn't make grand champion because everybody was scared of him. Everybody was scared of him. Everything he ever put on from a role as a puppy, and I got this from the guys who had him before Snipe had him. Said this dog, ain't no dog ever lived with this dog. Even when they was bringing him out. As a young dog, he was dismissing shit. Dismissing shit. Not a one survived the onslaught. Look how that shit's bred. See, y'all, ain't nobody talk. Y'all talk that shit about us old school. Y'all talk that shit about us at old school. That motherfucker go in there and win a confirmation show. Yes, sir. But that's not what he's here for. That's not what he's here for tonight. He's out here for tonight. That's not why he was bred. Okay? He's bringing my attention to y'all to see what I'm saying. Look at them crosses. No. You know what I mean, fellas? And like I said, Mr. Windy City was definitely very cool with Mr. Newman. I knew them both very well. I know y'all hate when I say shit like that, don't you? I done went from the Abrahams, you know what I'm saying, to Bob Lowry. Now I'm talking about Ron Newman, you know. I'm acting like he knows something. Well, I tell you what, you call Ron, he'll tell you the same thing. He'll tell you, hey, you're doing, oh yeah, he refereed for him a couple times. But y'all don't want to hear that, because then y'all think I'm trying to brag. Or y'all think I'm just thinking I'm better than y'all because I hung out with these people. Why can't y'all just take this shit as a trip, ride with me, and experience what I experienced with these people? I mean, I'm just telling y'all, you know, I didn't know the people, so I can speak on my experience with the people, with you guys. It doesn't mean because I know all these people that I'm a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? How y'all gonna really know the true history of some of these great dog men? Y'all, you wouldn't be talking about Ron Newman Buck like I would, because half of the people out here don't know nothing about the real shit out here. They can't get up in this place and get these dogs pulled up and do the shit that I do, because they ain't out there like I was out there. They can't share it like I share it with you. I ain't reading off the top of my head. These people I actually knew. Again, these are dog men. These are dogs. You know, shit. We liked him. We liked him, but we still We wanted him and Buck Rogers would have been the match of the year. That's right. I would have been going in me some Stone City Buck shit to go in there and show y'all how we can go in here and beat this goddamn rough ass Boyle shit. One thing I got coming with me, I got a goddamn style card, that going hard style, that we would have had his ass wondering what the hell is going on. I ain't taking nothing away from him, but I would have loved him and Buck Rogers to get together. We definitely wanted it to happen. And it would have been a great one. You were down there, wouldn't have been able to tell neither dog apart. But one thing for damn sure, them first 30 minutes, he would have ran into something he ain't never ran into running into me with that much. He would have ran into something brand new. He would have been, he's the perfect style, the kind of dog that Buck Rogers would go in there and crush. Give a fuck how good he was. I just really believe Buck Rogers would have got his ass. We ain't Wacko. Wacko was too small for your ass. We just as small, we just as big and strong as your ass. And we biting. And we gonna get back door because nobody ever stopped him from me anyway. So I had no doubt that he would have got back there in his ass. But it was all good conversation. You know, just to be able to have that opportunity to be able to do it, man, would have been historical for me. I wanted it to happen. Yeah, that was our next move. Dog died on us. Out of nowhere. It would have been a great one. I always thought, you know, that would have been a pinnacle match because that's a chance to see two real bulldogs. And I'm telling you, I'm believing in me. You know, I think that this would have been this dog's his test. Because he wouldn't have ran into nothing like, he didn't run into nothing like the dog he was going to run into when he would have ran into Buck Rogers. I'm just telling y'all. He was truly a Buck dog. He was truly a Mayday dog. He was truly a going hard dog. He went in the stifle. And you could not keep him back from there. He will break you up in the front. But he going to bite his way out there. I don't care what Kunta was doing, because Kunta was a bad motherfucker too. He was going to come in there. He coming in like a bulldog. He coming in like a bulldog now. Trust me, he a bulldog. But that mano on mano shit, I got one thing in my favor. One thing in my favor I believe in. We can bust this shit and make this shit quit. I always felt like my shit gonna either make you quit or we're going to bust your ass up. And I was very confident in believing that. That's just being honest. Yep. Yes, he did. He already did it twice real easily. Real easily into two good dogs. So I didn't feel like Kunta was any different. So it would have been a good one. That would have been a history maker there too. I always missed them big ones, you know? But see the combination, man, when you got these kind of dogs, man, these are kind of bulldogs. These is when you get these kind of dogs going into each other like this dog right here. It's obvious. It's literally obvious. In this dog's career, he smashed on everything. Why did he smash on everything? The same reason that Kunta was smashing on everything. The breed. Same way with Queen. The same way. You know what I'm saying? We're still talking about Pat Patrick. Super Kennels. Undertaker. Gaston. The Boyles. The Newmans. The Handicaps. The Queens. The Hollingsworth. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that Patrick shit, man. You know, when we talk about Indian Bolio, we don't put the emphasis on how Indian Bolio made such a significant thing like Red Boy. We always saying Red Boy, but we got to start saying Pat Patrick shit too. We got to start saying him just as much as we talk about Jeep in and the way Jeep was able to branch off. But, you either going to put Jeep in, like having salt and pepper. If you can't sprinkle Jeep in your shit, then you're gonna get a lot of dogs outside of Jeep. It's gonna be having losses. Give me a little Jeep, I guarantee you, I'll cut down the losses in a lot of these damn pedigrees. Because these dogs right here, they was dominant at one time. They was dominant. You had to have something like Jigger and Pandy, all these type of dogs I'm talking about. These are Queen. These are the ones that you can count on. They gonna kill you. I'm pretty sure they would have bought some Mayday shit through here. They would have Mayday with that Patrick shit would have been class of the Titans. But one thing for damn sure. This boy right here, he was about that life. If I had to go in there and see him going against maybe one of the great ones, because I know there was some Mayday dogs around his size, and I can guarantee you, boy, it would have been hell. Because he retired as a full-time winner. Full-time winner, y'all, no takers. No takers. He did the May on him. Same thing with May. May had to retire as a full-time winner. Same thing with Pandy. She had to retire as a full-time winner. When you have to retire as a full-time winner, we should have a award. You know what I mean? These dogs was in the fast lane killing shit. You hear me? These type of dogs. This is what that type of dog looked like. You know what I'm saying? These type of dogs, that's what it looked like. And ain't nobody running up in there, man, when you got a dog that can go 90 miles an hour, and at the same time he going 90 miles an hour, he is just totally dominating the match. And it's just a matter of time before you start to concede because you're trying to hang in there, but you can't. Bust down in the breakdown is too massive. You looked it good for about the first 20. Next 30 is all in your handling now. Can he save you before it's too late? Or is he just going to give up on you and let Jigger drag him around the box? We had those kind of problems with Jigger. They leave Jigger there. And let Jigger just eat him up, thinking Jigger going to eat him up and go ahead and walk off. Man, Jigger hungry. You can count on that ain't going to happen. You better get this shit out of here. Or we're just going to make it quick. You're going to die either way. Maybe you're going to quit before you die. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe your handler going to finally go ahead and pick you up because everybody's getting frustrated because you see the Jigger's not going to stop doing what he's doing. Now everybody's starting to holler at your ass because it's starting to look a little cruel. Get the shit, man. Come on, man. You see he ain't going to do it. He ain't going to walk away. Damn dog going to sit here and eat this shit like he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's not, he a Marine, so you already know he clowning. No, let me scratch my dog. Damn that shit. No, I ain't done. I'm scratching the wind anyway. Get that piece of shit up off the floor, probably that motherfucker hold that bitch up. I'm coming. I want everybody in the house to see this. Okay? Just like old Marine. That's how he did it. Cut Jigger loose, Jigger ran in there, damn near knocked them both out the box. That damn dog was done. He couldn't wait to get back to the car and die. Man, I'm glad I'm about to get some rest and go ahead and lay it down. Hey, Snipe. I had to go there. We went to Little Boyle's night tonight. They don't stand about them Boyle's killers. There's Boyle's dogs out there, but boy, let me tell you something about them Boyle's killers. You put the right combination of that shit together, boy, you got hell on your hands. They only come a few. They don't come a lot. The boy, when you see one and you got to go into that dog because you know you got to have somebody standing over there. You got to have somebody standing over there to make this happen. See, when I talk about this shit, maybe y'all just take and just, well, he's just a first-time. Wait a minute. See, that's how y'all think about shit because you ain't doing this shit, okay? You got to look at the way I see it when you're doing this shit. Somebody got to be standing over there. Somebody got to be standing there. Now, y'all want to head on who's standing there, but y'all ain't in there. But all those can talk about who's over there. You ain't over there. Okay? That's how you cut those who want to throw their input in. Stand on the outside and do that, but we talking about what's going on the inside. There's somebody standing there when you got to cut a dog like Jigger loose on your ass. Pandy, Queen. I mean, and like I said, in Pandy case, Pandy, she's still playing with the ball before she get in there. She come in there looking like she's scared as hell. What's going on? You know what I mean? Shit. Man, let's say release the dogs. All you got to see is as soon as that bitch get hit, that bitch turn into like the hawk. I mean, immediately. The whole body, everything. There ain't no more of that. Hell no. That bitch muscles popped out everywhere. And went to work. Ain't nobody survived her. She was treacherous. Very, very treacherous. You couldn't get her off. You know, same with May May. She was the same damn way. Queen, same way. I done seen them killers, man. Shit. Brett, straight killer. I mean, these is killers. You know what I'm saying? They gonna barnstorm you. There's nothing you can do to offset, counteract, nothing when you come down to doing it with a killer. And again, let me repeat myself. The only way we can say that is because we can do that because it's got to be somebody over there. Now, there ain't nobody just jumping in there, putting up an 8-week keep, putting up some money like they just there to do all this and give it away. So let's respect the fact that somebody over there. And it ain't you while you're talking about it. Let's make damn sure when you get to talking about it, we gonna make one thing perfectly clear. We know it wasn't you. Okay? So all your hypothetical bullshit that you want to say about this conversation we having tonight, just remember, I'm talking about the people who were standing over there and we had to see this. Even them had to see this because I'm pretty sure anybody that steps on the other side and do what we did believe that they can win just as much as us. Give them that respect. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who's talking about it, they wasn't over there. Believe that. Okay? Talk about running into some of my shit. You can talk about it from the outside, but you ain't been one of them people that had to stand over there and find out. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. That goes for a lot of these dogs that got done. Wherever the hell y'all was. You know what I mean? That's how it go. Respect what's over there because you couldn't tell and have nothing to say if you ain't the one standing there. You ain't the one put the work in. You ain't the one put up the damn lockup. You ain't the one to put up the damn pot. You ain't the one even got a dog standing there. So we don't grade those, especially from outside the box. Okay? We don't grade those outside the box towards anybody that's standing in the box. Maybe they didn't have no business to be up in there. Okay? Maybe they didn't. But guess what? That's the only reason we standing here, because we letting you know anyway when we get there, y'all ain't got no damn business being up in here. We just here to show you. Okay? What the fuck you mean? I ain't scared to tell y'all that, oh, you ain't talking to me. No, I ain't. I'm talking when I got some shit. When I got some shit, hell yeah, that's how it's coming. But you better be over there. Don't be standing out there saying shit. You better be standing your ass right there before you start trying to have a conversation with me about any of that shit. And that's how I used to be. You know what I mean? I don't listen to that outside shit because y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all talking. Y'all ain't doing shit. Respect the man who's already doing it. That's how you find out what the fuck you got. And these dogs earned their names by doing this in the game. I don't want y'all to get sidetracked on, me being more blunt about it. Yes, because, this is how you take that conversation to Facebook. Man, the GR twin was talking last night. Take that shit to Facebook. Take a clip of that and put it on Facebook. And I can guarantee you ain't gonna have much of an argument when I done already made myself clear. Don't be on the outside if you ain't standing in front of me. Ain't but one person got something to say, and that's the people who had the nerve to be standing there in front of me. All the rest of y'all is just what? There's no conversation. You can only appreciate and respect the fact that that's what's being said because ain't but one man got a right to say anything. That's the man who did it. Y'all didn't do that. You never felt my heat. And that goes for a lot of the guys I ran with. I think they were all confident. All those great dogs will make you confident. Why you think we run around here doing them? You know what I'm saying? And respect those who got on the other side. Why y'all always trying to, only person that has a right to talk about somebody being, maybe not known. Y'all always whining, about people that, the game don't know. They might be great people. But what happens when we beat these great people, when we do come there and we beat these great people, then when they go back to being shit? I mean, I don't understand how you take this stuff. When I get there, he's all good. That's why all y'all here, ain't it? That's why we getting all these bets across the room, right? Okay. Ain't that how it goes tonight? Ain't that how it goes tonight? Everybody, the people over there on the side, they believe in their shit. That's how the shit went. That's all. We got popular doing it. The Kennels where we was running with, hey, these are names and stuff that you go in the journals and they'll be like, damn the journal. But thank God for the journal because guess what? At least we can read about the shit that went on instead of having to listen to somebody try to tell us about some shit that went on. You know what I mean? That's like giving the same kind of conversation to Chico Lopez while he's telling you the story and we can't get nobody to verify it. And who wants to listen to a story that wants to be bigger than my story when you can go read my story and I ain't got to say shit? And that's all. I mean, and y'all can keep on putting that book down, but y'all the ones that got to deal with all the, y'all the ones have to show up and make us believers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to do a whole lot of talking these days to get y'all shit off. Everybody out here got great dogs when it comes to, now, really, you sure can't be running around here with no flags, hollering anything other than that. So you have to blend in with what's out there. And y'all blending into a whole world of, fictional dog characters. That's what I call them, the fictional dog characters. Because you really don't have much of a story if you're not talking about the respect of the person that made your story come to light. And that's the person across from you. And it's going to always be like that with me. I'm too far back here, and y'all can call me the old fart and old. At least I was feeding some real shit every day. I had a reason to be glad to go feed what I was feeding every day. I wasn't on no mixed up dream. Or planting seeds to nothing. No, I was doing none of that. None of that. I was doing something totally different. So me going out there doing my yard in the morning and you out there doing your yard in the morning is not the same thing. It's just not. So we should never have a clash. None. I respect what you was doing. I respected what I was doing because my game was I needed a player like you to go get your shit and get on the other side so I can respect you better. That's the only way I see it. You can't talk to me about anything that you got some shit on your yard and I got some shit on my yard. We used to fix that shit by just doing it. You know, you over there and I'm over here. This is how we get all that shit out there in the open. If you don't make it there and you continue, you know, talking from over there out there, you know, just go ahead on, man. Just go ahead on. You know what I mean? Before I go in there and clean up your whole damn yard for free. The first one you bring better be your best one, all right? Make sure it's your best one. Don't get in here and come in here with this shit and I go running through it and you got to go home and get another one. Now, you bought your best one. What is you going home to get now? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we going to play about it. Yep, I'm going to act just like a dog biter. Yep, we on the bus, y'all. So, you know, I'm going to act just like it. Y'all back here with me, sitting down in the garage. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the shit. You know, somebody got embarrassed today. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's how the game go, man. It's not very many times that you get a chance to see what a killer look like. I've seen enough killers in my day. That's why I put my best dogs on each other. Because only the killer's gonna make it. only the killer's gonna make it. You ain't got no room to be game on that yard. Hell no. You cannot be game on that yard. You're just gonna be a game dog that's gonna end up back on the chain, but you're gonna go through some brutal shit just to get there. You know what I'm saying? Really. You just went the hard way out the game. Okay? And that's just exactly that. Because most of them, I can tell you now, most of them don't. They quit. I just had a lot of good dogs that, you know, that I kept around because they made it back. You know, damn make believe. For real, guy, I'm looking for chain space. Shit. I ain't trying to feed nothing I can't be using on what my real love is. Damn the game shit. I need mess dogs. So, them game motherfuckers don't make it. You better not have a little dumb ability. You know, one of them ones that just ain't got, you know, got all the heart, got all the raw, but ain't got the ability to, or the sophisticatedness to just get in there and get one. You know, he's getting outsmarted on a constant basis. He ain't figuring out a landslide or know how to counter. Or he's not gonna last long. You know, you'll be picking him out. You be getting him out of there quick. He's standing too much damage. Get that, stop this shit. We know we ain't using him. You know, he just took way too much damage. Good dog. Damn the game test. Shit. This dog is getting ate up. You don't need to be game tested. You need to get the hell out of here. He ain't got enough of nothing. You know, you just cannot get beat up like that. You're gonna keep coming. But the damage that's being done to him, no. Can't use him at all. You know, that's the kind of world we was on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it always seemed to be, you know, when we come with one, we coming with one. You best believe that. You know, and we be just as confident as the person over there. You got to keep in mind, I'm going to always keep y'all pointed to that person that's across from me because he ain't you. As long as you got something to say, I'm just going to keep reminding you, but it never was you. So you cannot see what he's seeing because he can experience it. You just talking about it, but it was never you. You know, and I'm going to always keep that point clear. Talk about me all you want. You know what I mean? But guess what? You better be able to sit there and say that you got some people standing across from you or you one of them outsiders. You know, them outsiders, I have to constantly remind you guys. I don't want to hear shit you got to say about me because you're not in front of me and you never have been in front of me. And if you have ever got in front of me, I would have did the same thing to your ass that I did to this person's ass. You was in that person's ass. And anybody else who wants to get in front of these dogs. Because that's what we're here to do. We ain't here to go out here and pay the gate key, just to get in and stand around and watch and act like you know, Pete Sparks or somebody. We don't need no commentary. The real shit going on inside the box. Okay? I was gonna give you a story to go home and talk about. You know, so you can say, I saw the twins go. Yeah, they had a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Want to give a big shout out to my man Cool Big coming through with a 20-piece, showing the love.
Gotta go, Cool Beans. Oh, man, okay, I'm calling it, man. I'm getting.
Hold on. He said, salute to the twins and the tank. Blessings to all the gang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we gotta get back on the yellow bus. Come on, load up, y'all. Let's load up. Load up your shit. Load up your shit. Make sure you pick up your sticks. You know, hey man, I throw those out there, man, because you know it's like I was saying. You know, I have to maintain. You know, I want to be more of myself back here while I'm taking y'all on this journey. So I feel more comfortable to just really just start giving it to you like it's supposed to go on some real bulldog shit. You know?
Want to give a big shout out to my man DMV coming through with the fire piece, showing the love.
What's up, baby? Thank you, man. Thank you, showing out. Showing out. Showing out. The twin on one. Yep, more on one. Yeah, I am.
Look,
I am.
Big stupid shout out to my main man, Itchy, kicking the door out with a 50 piece.
Not the 50 piece.
With a 50 piece.
Okay, see, this is where we see what happens when you go. Hey, they be feeling that shit. They be feeling it. Yes, that's right. Thank you, man. You know, I know y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. See, you couldn't put people out there like us on Facebook. We would cause all kind of trouble. That's why the basement stay in the basement. They ain't on none of that. They trying to get phone numbers, addresses, whatever. They ain't on none of that shit. They don't get caught up in Facebook shit for real. People that get caught up in Facebook shit and that internet shit is people who ain't doing nothing. They can probably sit there and say that they saw this and they saw that or something like that. But if they doing anything, they ain't on Facebook shooting that shit. They be probably calling their partner, man, and get my name out your mouth with that shit, man. You ain't got to defend me on no damn Facebook on some real shit. No. No, you bulldogging, you want to be as quiet as possible because if you a bad motherfucker, guess what? The basement know about you. You know, they're not meant for the upstairs. You cannot get rid of this shit. I'm getting y'all on the bus, taking y'all home, and I'm still tell you, it's like we go through the neighborhood, or any neighborhood in the United States, we're going to find a place where they selling crack. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find that place, and I can guarantee you, any place we go and we go riding down through there, we going to know there is some bulldogs being done. It's been like that for years, and it's going to continue being like that for years, like it's selling dope. Why? Because there's a love for it. The respect of the actual bulldog. You have people who takes that to the heart. I'm one of them. It was a wrong? Yeah, I was wrong. So, that's what I wanted to do. I love doing it.
Pit Dog was saying
the competition.
they had Amboss the same time he had Jig in there.
Okay, yeah. Pit Dog wanted to let it be known. Pit Dog wanted to let it be known. They had Amboss out there the same time Jig was sitting up there lurking, trying to find somebody. Amboss ain't giving up his grand championship. Hell no, I ain't. I know Amboss, if he could talk, he was already on the wire with Cooper. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. All right, you know. Now you know. You know. Okay, we're in agreement. Okay, all right. Leave me a grand champion. Okay, we cool. And then produce me shit. He started to work when you bring him to the right shit. But believe me, without him, it wouldn't work because he's part of it. So you can't take him out of it. But if you take him and put him everywhere else and you don't see the shit working, at least you know where it does work. And put him where some shit is that's working for him, okay? Then we can talk about Amboss. But when we start talking about him, putting him over here with all this other shit they trying, no. You know, that give you any indication what would have happened if he'd have put Jig on his ass, you know what I'm saying? He might have had problems. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it be known. You know, dog man to dog man. That's how we roll. Opportunity was there. The dog did get retired, a 4-time winner with a lot of great dogs out there in his weight. You know what I'm saying? And that's for real. Shady Days and them boys and Snipe and Paper Chase, them boys bulldoggers. He's been on the show. Wiley. Yep, Champion Wiley. Another one. Shit, Cochise. Cochise. Hey, fellas, I really appreciate y'all joining me, man.
Want to give a big shout out to my man, Prophet Google, coming in with a 2-piece. He said, shit, the crackhead stole a pup for a dub. The crackhead would have stole a pup for a dub.
So what a shit. Hell yeah, that'd hit your backyard for a dub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And don't let him be itching. You know what I'm saying? He take a crumb to get started. Let me hit this right quick. Give me a crumb. Let me get. Nigga, give me a little something to get me going. Nigga, go back there and rip off your whole damn yard. You've never lied.
Snipe said, Shady had Jughead as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
A whole lot of shit was going on. Like we know Pandy and that. And who was that? Pandy who? Maybe.
A Pandy and 9 milli.
Yeah. We know that one too.
We know that one too. Pandy and 9 milli. I lost a friendship over that one. Y'all know the story about that one. 9 milli wouldn't have stood a chance. Trust me, y'all. She was a good dog. She was game as hell, but Gameless didn't have a damn thing to do with that shit. None. And I seen 9, and she was her bad one. And shit, she went down there an hour and a half with a good one for her grand championship. Let me say that. Yes, she did. And she was an older dog. But me seeing both dogs, I'm trying to tell you right now, no. It wouldn't have been a good match. And I would have been betting on Pandy. Square up. I'm going in with my boys, but I'm telling you now, I'm going in as soon as I get in there, I'm changing hats. I'm gonna give y'all respect. I'm gonna go over there on their side. You know what I'm saying? Cause if y'all do this shit, man, I ain't betting with y'all, man. I don't care. Y'all got that hope and dream and shit. But nah, you seen it. You know better. You know it. You know it. So you don't even know why you put me in that position. They don't want to do it. No, they don't. They just bullshit. Now they get on the 3-way call. Oh, you gotta send me out. No, man, the way you was talking, I figured, you said they was one bullshit. What that got to do with me? Click. Oh, bang. Oh, shit. See that, man? But yeah, I was in agreement with you not doing it, bro. I didn't mind you ducking, but don't be acting like you ain't, You got me thinking, I'm telling you don't do it. You're following me, but you keep saying like, okay, and then the shit hit the fan when the dudes get in there and want to, twin. Don't make that call, man. I made the call. Start all kind of shit. No, you don't want to put Pandy on 9 milli, man. You don't. I know you don't. So why you keep telling these dudes this, man? Now you mad at me. Now you mad at me. It's you the one keep telling them that shit, man. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have done it anyway, because I wouldn't be betting with you. I'm betting Pandy all day. I'd have bet all day on May May. I'd have bet all day on Jigga. Just like I did all that on Grand Champion Sable, Grand Champion Satan. Shit, Brat, Mama. Man, when you see the dogs that I see, hey, ain't but one thing to do. The only way we can get it done is we gotta have somebody standing over there. We gotta have somebody standing over there. So why don't we stay right there, and then all you people out here that's seeing the shit, get a chance to say, I was there. You know what I'm saying? In y'all stories and opinions, and just the fact that you was there, don't make you a great dog, man, where you can actually make comments that, again, you're not giving the respect to the person standing over there, because the fact is, anybody have something to say outside of that person there, just remember, you wasn't there. You wasn't standing way over there where you could have ran your mouth any way you wanted to before you let that dog go. Okay? If you ain't standing over there, you ain't got nothing to say standing out there. And that's how real doggers do that. Respect the man that got the nerve to be standing over there. He can say whatever the hell he want. He can be just as confident as me. And that's just usually how it go. You know, we wouldn't know these was killers unless we had them people standing over there. Hey, somebody think I'm somebody lying, okay? I guarantee you I'm not coming in here with a lie. I'm going to let you know. Okay? That's just how the game go, man. That's what makes it fun. The competition. Because there's people out there that don't care who it is. They're going to try your ass. They're going to try you. Okay, Mike, anybody else, man? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any comments? You know, I'm having fun tonight. You know, shout out to Joe. Big shout out to my brother for even getting in touch with me like that, fellas. You know, I asked him and he stepped up and gave me something to put out here to put all that shit to an end. You know, and take it like this. That attitude, I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? Just based on them. You know, and the way, you know, Pepper beat them and the way they went and got Queen. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, you gotta remember, man, where you gonna find them at? You gonna find them standing across from somebody. You're gonna find them standing across from somebody. And that's what made them great. You know, they got them a good dog, but they had great dogs anyway. You know, again, they were good before Queen came along. They were just, you know, shot onto another level when they got their hands on that killer. I mean, I'd love to sit at home and be talking about, yeah, man, yeah, she ain't do all that good as last time. She getting a little slow. She getting a little old. Yeah, man, yeah, man, you know, look, she getting a little slow. Hey, man, what you think about we want to do her, man? Yeah, it might as well, man, you know. I don't know. No, I don't know. That's how she won 8. That's how she won 8. She won 8 just like that. And on all 8, it was a blowout. How do you keep getting blown out by this dog? How was the dog able to win 8? Joe told me just like that. He said, man, I lied to every one of them. Yeah, man, her foot was hurting and stuff, man. She had a terrible kick. Yeah, I told you she was getting old. Yeah. So you always got that, you know, competition. You thrive on the competition because you're going to have these boys out there that got these dogs. You're going to have these boys out here that got that money. They're going to take that shot. Like we took that shot at Tommy Boy. That's how the dog game went. Ain't no champion or grand champion safe around here. You know what I'm saying? If they're great, you're going to put them out there. We're going to find out. You know? And believe me, the only way it's going to happen is they're going to do it. Okay? You the underdog. You can either make him great or make yourself great. Either way, you got to be standing there to do it. You know, and a whole lot of that going on. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. Dog of the year, dog of the decade. Ain't none of that shit safe. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. What's going on out here, y'all? Come on. Get on the bus, y'all. Let's go home. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all have fun kicking it with me. With me, okay?
Oh, my man DMV said, what was your toughest match?
Psycho match.
DMV.
I would have to say the psycho match. That's the only match that I ever went into that, you know, as far as, you know, Buck Rogers, Baby, and all them, and Brat, and Mama, Mikey, Blood, Judo, they were all destroyers. I mean, I look, man, let me tell you something, man. When I say these type of dogs, bro, I'm telling you, look who I'm running around with. McNasty, Big Ralph. I'm up in Ohio, up there, all up in Detroit with these guys. Over there in Buffalo, Sean B. Go look at Justice. Go look at Sean B's Justice in them. I'm gonna show you. Go look at them dogs' pedigrees, y'all, and then look at the dogs. I ain't have no problem figuring out what it takes to win convincingly. You got this type of dog. You was very confident because ain't too many people gonna be able to do with this dog. You know, I'm telling you. And this is how Stone City came up. Hardcore Kennels, Strictly Business. I mean, everybody who had a killer had a great dog. Because wasn't nobody's dog safe when these dogs was lurking. Jigga wouldn't be a 4-time winner, a 3-time winner if he hadn't went out there smashing everything that he was put on him. Oh, he was a 4-time winner. Okay, he was a 4-time winner. I kept thinking he was a 3-time winner. He couldn't get number 4, but he was a 4-time winner. That's why he couldn't get number 5. You know what I'm saying? Because for those who see it, how many times you got to see it to believe it? Because now you got to have the goddamn everybody that you didn't beat on your team trying to get their money back.
Everybody calling everybody.
Everybody trying to get everybody to get something on for them. But everybody want to get on. You know, you jump behind these great dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can literally grab the right kennels, and it's like me going to the racetrack. And every race the Secretary is running in, I'm going to bet on Secretary. Why? Because we know who she is. We know the camp she come from. My chances of winning is on a very high percentage. Why? Because of the camp that's bringing her and the fact that he's Secretary. That's how the dog game works. Some dogs gain a reputation from the first win. The first win, you getting people doing like this. Oh shit! And everybody, you know, after the match, and you don't hear nobody calling weights. They calling everybody weight, but that was my weight right there. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna go home and sleep on it and wait for that dude to come back up and say he ready again, so to jump on that bandwagon. But literally, they probably saw what most of us see when we see them true killers. Ones that, you know, I don't care what you bring, I don't care what his style is, the dog is gonna have to really make some serious adjustments pretty fast. Trying to get this motherfucker here under control. You know, you just don't see it happening, and it don't happen. You was not gonna get Queen under control. It took 10 people to think they could beat Tornado. That's the only reason Tornado's a double grand champion. All 10 of these people had the confidence to think that they was going to go in there and beat her. Got to remember that. She wouldn't be a 10-time winner without him. Down to people in the audience.
What about Robert T?
Robert T, same with him. He would have been Kenny Allen's second double grand champion for Duke. Robert T was a 9-time winner when he ran into Duke. He didn't beat champions and 4-time winners going for grand championship. He beat about 3 or 4 of them on his rise. His last one was straight into nothing but champions, and he won them all. Beat Migraine. He beat some good champions. When he beat Migraine, that was enough. And that was a long match. That was a long match. That wasn't no short, nothing. Okay? He ran into Duke for number 10, and he finally met him. You know, I keep trying to tell y'all talk about all these other cities. Let me tell you something about Ohio. Tell you something about how you're going to find Art Zebo, all Kingfish, all that great shit come right out of Ohio. You do not bring that unbeatable shit around us because we waiting for it. You got some unbeatable shit. You want to find out how unbeatable it is, come to Ohio. If you can beat Ohio, believe me, you got some good shit. And that's just keeping it real. You know, I'll run down a whole array of shit that y'all know that was great dogs out of Ohio. Not putting your area down, but I'm talking about history speaks for itself. People get mad and funny when I say Satan beat all the big guys. I mean, let me see if you can get a resume like beating True Colors, beating the Abrahams, beating Rasta Man, and beating Kenny Allen under one dog, grand championship. Okay? How can you? What can you? Why? How you gonna even hate? Because it was not you doing it, so behave. You didn't do it. we know that he done it. He done it. This is why we can talk about it, because he done it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we definitely riding that bandwagon. Yes, we was definitely going to ride that bandwagon with Tyrone and Charlie. Yes, we that's just the way the game go. It ain't the fact that, you know, because this is this person that we ain't allowed to go into this dog because of this dog. Hey, we are all competitors. Why do you think we stand across from each other? You know, if you don't know what that means, it's a different world. Because it's not you we looking at across from us. When it ain't you, your words outside of that fact right there serves very little relevance. Thank you. I'm done.
Well, well said. Well said.
So the rose is now, y'all. Shit. Mo is done. I'm done. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was sweet, man. I enjoyed that conversation there. Shout out again. Hey, schoolboy. You know, in the midst of me and my fun tonight, I want to send a special shout out to you for being the professor in my world. You know, I put you in very high standards, and I'm getting away from calling him schoolboy. I'm starting to call him professor when I talk to him. You know, because to me, he is the professor of the internet world. He is the most respected professor in the internet. If you don't like schoolboy, if you really don't like schoolboy, with all the knowledge that he puts to the community, whether you on the dark side or the right side, he doesn't waver. He stays right there giving you the game. And for me to be fortunate to have that kind of guy, you know, to just, man, he's so important to me because he's always doing good things, man. Always doing good things. I just want to just always continue to shout out to him, the professor. You know, I need to start bringing his books back up in here to show him, you know, that everything that he gives me, man, I enjoy it. And I got it kind of away because I'm always expecting him to pop in and save the day. So I really did, you know, but I got to get my man books up in here because if y'all ain't got one, and for a lot of you newcomers, I'm going to start sharing these books again. Because it's not the fact that what's in the book. If you're a real dogger, a true dogger, and really want history. Now, everybody can't go out and get the journal. But, you know, if I could get the journal, I would go and get all the journals. I would have a collection of the journals. I would. Because it's an important part of history. It's an important part of history where I don't need none of y'all coming to me telling me your lies. I don't know whether you're telling the truth. I don't know if you're telling a lie. You know, I want to be able to read some shit and feel the shit instead of listening to come from one person. You know, even though it could be a lie in the book, at least it's not you telling it to me. At least it made it to the book. You know, and you know, again, it's a lot of books, a lot of different people.
You ain't got Fat Bill's books?
Yep, Fat Bill, another person. Yep, I got his books. Y'all need to get those books, man, because, you don't even have to be on the dark side to see what's in these books. It's very important, you know, but to be in my world, you know what I'm saying, and the only reason why so many of y'all, look, y'all, we went over 700,000 views, y'all, and remember, you go and do the math, we ain't far from that million. And we did it in 3 years, and we did it with less than 300 videos. Less than 300 videos.
Big shout out to the viewers out
That's
there.
To the viewers. That's a big shout out. Everybody hollering how they number one here, number one there. Some of them even out there buying views and subscriptions. And, you know, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't really take notice shit, but, you know, I try to keep around on everybody's show. You know, I do. I get around on everybody's show. I don't really pay attention to the views, but I do be paying attention to the content in the shows because I'm still part of the community when I don't like watching myself. So, you know, I'm a YouTuber too, like y'all. I like going to y'all shows and just sitting in the back street like the back street's supposed to. You know what I mean? So I'm always at somebody's show. I can't say I'm out at all y'all shows, but, you know, I'm always around because I'm a YouTuber and I like to go on shows and I don't like to sit there and listen to myself. I'm the one doing this show, so why am I going to see myself, you know? So I do come out there and visit you guys, you know? And to me, I'm going to continue saying I'm definitely, you know, in a different world, and I go in there with that approach and knowing that, so I don't have no room to be judging nobody because I'm not at that place anyway to even have nothing to say. But I can still sit there and enjoy it, you know, and that's how it is. That's how you keep the love when there ain't no love to give. You know what I'm saying? So you hold true to you and just be you, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Love that. You know what I'm saying?
My boy, Daily Vision. Welcome to the Shark Tank, Daily Vision. He said, just looked at Sean B's Justice pedigree. There's a lot of good dogs in that pedigree.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Yes, sir. It was Sean's house I went to go get Red Ace. Sean the one that had him. Sean had the litter. I picked up Red Ace, her brother, and another sister in Amber. And that's where I went. I went to Shine. All of us is cool. We know it, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all wouldn't believe the guys I know. I said most of every guy I know got a champion or a grand champion. Most of all of them. And I'm talking about from New York to Carolinas, you know what I'm saying, to Ohio, Detroit, Buffalo, PA, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Flint, Michigan, all up in that area. Maryland.
Can't forget the DMV,
You can't forget the DMV.
Can't forget them Carolinas.
And I'm always throwing my boys over there, but Puerto Rico, you know, I ain't been in there. So, hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say about my travel. I'm going to share it with you. And the people who was there, you know, these ain't normal guys. We can go and pull these guys up and talk about them. Don't get mad because I know them when they're my friends. They had great dogs, so you can really expect me to be around, because I'm one of them. I'm one of them guys. You know, see a bad person, I got my hand in my pocket too. I'm going with them. Yeah, I am that guy. You know, it's part of the game, and they be right with us. That's how it go, fellas. I mean, can't have a story. Can't even tell a story. You know what I mean? If you weren't there. You ain't never done it and had a chance to see what it looked like. You know, I hadn't seen enough of what it looked like. I knew what it would take for me to get out there and be like them. And you ain't never heard me yet still. With all them Kennels names, I had never ran into not a one of them. Because it was enough people out there for me to jump on a bandwagon without having to. And that's the truth. You know, I'm making money off of them. I ain't into taking money when I'm making money. And they never did want to go on us anyway. So it didn't matter to me. I mean, we didn't have nothing on Kunta. Kunta beat Wacko, and that was like oblong. So, you know, that didn't bother us one bit. We knew that buck shit that we had. That Stone City Mayday dog that we got, it would have made one to speak about. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to test that Boyle shit because I had one to test him. He ain't going to come in there beating me up nowhere at all. I don't give a fuck how good Kunta was. Kunta had not ran into a dog like the dog I was coming with. And I had put enough of them out there to prove my point. I don't have nothing to worry about. You know, and it was just like I said, it didn't never happen. But all due respect to Kunta, he made champion and he was a good champion. I have to say the same thing about Charlie and Tyrone. I would have been betting on Charlie. Even though Bakari is my man, Tyrone, he ranked the name. He ranked the name, but they was 2 4-time winners, bro. I'm sorry. And I just don't believe he would have came in there doing the shit that he was doing to everybody else to Charlie. And that's just the bottom line. Charlie a 4-time winner too. And like I said, you see the kind of dogs Satan was going into. You ought to check out the dogs Charlie was going into. So it was, you got 2 4-time winners, one's been a great Tyrone going into Charlie. That's the kind of world we played in. Where you standing outside the box, you going, oh no, he's Charlie, oh yeah. Make thinking Bakari gonna get mad. How Bakari gonna get mad about some shit that we was hooked to do? It's down to outcome. When it's come to us seeing each other, we both gonna see each other looking across the way, right? That's how that would have been. But that means we both standing in there to do something with the full confidence of somebody's telling a lie. But this is how we find out. See, when you have those opportunities, you can tell that neither camp care. That's what we do. That's how it goes. There's no hating in that. There's no what could have ever would have. It didn't ever happen, but it's at the point that it was there to happen. And it would have been something great. Seriously. But, you can't count out Charlie because you didn't know him. But one thing for damn sure, we knew him. It's like we knew Satan. To be able to go into all those great camps with all those great dogs and come out victorious because you should have seen what we was bringing. That's how that go. You think I don't love the fact that the very kennel that hardly ever lose, the same kennel that went in there and knocked out that 9-time winner. You know what I'm saying? And y'all think I'm gonna downplay that I got a best in show off of beating Legion of Doom in a convention? Man, you ain't taking the glory from me because you hate it. You ought to be tapping me on the back saying that's a big feat because to me, exactly what it was. And I can come through my days and say that I got them. Everybody lose. But at least I can sit there and say that I won that night and got best in show. Beating who? The Legion of Doom. They have the same guys to beat Robert T. Same one that had that grand champion motherfuckers, Luther. Struthers Luther, yes. I had that opportunity. And many more champions as well. But that night, I beat a good dog that they had. And they was very surprised that we had a better dog. Thanks to you, Millbuster. That's right. My homeboy, T.O., gave me that one from Millbuster. That's right. But that's how the game go, man. That's how the basement worked. That's how that world really was. It really, Lord knows, thank God, the internet hasn't invaded the basement. Imagine the internet in the basement. Y'all gonna be hearing all kind of crazy stories. You know what I mean? Instead of the facts, because there's a quiet storm. Because the storm is above the basement. It's all out here on the internet. You know what I mean? And the community is a very, very, very quiet community because you really don't hear much until you hear it on PBK. Hey, you can't knock the CNN news, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock it. It's just information, man, that I think, and this is again my opinion. He's not doing no more than what the news people have already done. Because every time he clicked the shit on, he's clicking it on the news channel. Telling you the news. For the people in the basement, I guarantee you, they ain't complaining. I can guarantee you. Listen to me because I know what I'm talking about. Because if it was me, I wouldn't be complaining. Not at all. Because I need to know these things. You know, these boys might be having a match down there calling us out. We ready to head down there and don't know nothing about this shit that just went down. No, he doing the right damn thing. The basement ain't nobody whining about it in the basement. I'm letting you know. I'm just letting y'all know. Nobody. So that's another thing. You know, I wanted to say before I left tonight. I done said a lot tonight. I'm ready to go home. If I piss somebody off.
Hey, y'all help me out. Help me out here. Help me out. It's Talk Shit Tuesday.
Talk Shit Tuesday.
You know we've been on some shit.
We've been on that shit.
So give it some thumbs up, thumbs up.
Come on, y'all.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Muscles. 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 Now, give me some damn roses. Roses.
We need them damn roses. Thanks all for that big ass support, man. Yeah, we came in through there blasting, man. 700,000 views for a Pitbull channel like this one. Come on, man. Y'all want to check it yourself. Take a look at it. It looks pretty. Couldn't have done it without y'all, man. Back straight. Word up. We share that together, fam. Just letting y'all know, man. It's really appreciated. To me, it's a big feat. You know what I mean? To me, you know, I thank my viewers for making that happen. And that's right. We just hitting our 33-year mark. Like clockwork. Went over that 700,000. That's a lot to me.
2 days a week.
2 days a week. Only 2 days a week. Did a shit in less than 300 videos. It was 284 videos. 284. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Yeah, y'all want to talk shit. Post up. I ain't comparing my shit to nobody. I'm telling you about my shit. Hey, I love y'all, man.
Damn, Mo.
I'm bulldogging tonight. Damn it. This is Talk Shit Tuesday. I'm going to show you how you talk some shit. I had to straighten out my man. Joe came up in here and let it be known. Y'all can add that to your list. About Twin, always talk about he knows somebody. Well, damn it, by now y'all ain't figured out I know a whole bunch of people. If you don't know that by now, then guess what? It's because you wasn't over there, okay? You can't say what I can say. You sure can't. I don't hate it, man. At least respect it and appreciate it, because I'm going to share it. All right, fellas, as we close out tonight for this Talk Shit Tuesday, I think the moral of the story should be self-explanatory, bro. Don't talk that shit, man. Be about that shit, man. Shit, look. It's sad to know that people can hate and disagree with each other so much to the point that where the uncharacteristic things that what's supposed to be so important for you to go out your way, and people feel like that. Go out on your dying
go
bed.
out totally out your way, all the way down to your dying bed, man.
You know what I mean? Put that out there, but you know, people have to put that out there and say, man, the man said on his dying bed like it's supposed to be the truth.
Right.
Well, y'all just took that man to his grave with a big ass lie. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Come on now.
We know. We know.
Come on now. And when you know something like that, you
I'm taking my man.
I ain't trying to be all caught up in nobody like that. You know, on some foul shit though.
Yeah.
You know, just like the Pat Patrick. You got the man's dog, man. You know the dog stolen. You ain't even offered the man his dog back, cuz. And Indian Sonny, man, he knew all of this, man. But we can still talk about him to this day, but then we can't forget about the fact that he knew where his dog was. But did you ever hear about Indian Sonny, how much he hated Pat Patrick? But you know, Pat
still had the nerve to be mad because Indian Sonny really got all the credit for that Bolio shit. Man, come on. You already got the stolen dog, man. What kind of dude is you, man? See, this is what I be talking about, you know what I mean, the integrity of the game. I mean, this is the kind of foul shit. So when I see it now, hey, come on now. Y'all ain't surprising us with the bullshit.
He was still a bad dog, man. With that ring, man.
Period. You can't take him from me, man.
He's just like Maurice Carver. We gotta take
Come
the
on,
bad with the good.
You gotta take that's what look, man. You gotta take the bad with the good on sometimes, man.
It's about the dog.
It's all about the dog, but don't let it go to the point to where you just
hey, it's not like you making bread with him either.
Nah, for
We
real.
gave him his respect as a dog, man. We didn't go.
But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Come on, the integrity of the motherfucking
A whole lot of people don't like that bill. They hate his ass, but guess what? As far as the game, you can't do nothing but respect it. Hey, gotta take the bad with the good. I'm gonna do it just like that. I'm gonna take his bad and make sure he know he got the good. Because he got a lot of dogs out there. He done a lot to the game, and you know, can't help it. He's an asshole, but hey, you can't take him for what he's done to the game too.
I ain't gonna never be on. He gonna always have that respect because I'm gonna always give that respect to do it. You know, we don't ever bullshit about that.
Sure don't.
We always keep that part real.
We always say it,
and we make that part clear. So in case you got any misinterpretations you're hearing that come from the horse's mouth,
right? We said
it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the most important thing about, regardless of how you feel about anything and anybody, but you gotta respect where respect is due.
Right.
You don't need to be shitting on it, pissing on it.
Right. That's what makes you look
lying about it. You know what I mean? You know, when you start seeing that goes to show you how, you know, I call it, what they call that shit? Reality TV shit. Everything's really not reality. That shit is always scripted. And that's what the bullshit looks like. It's just all scripted. You know what I mean? Don't want to be caught up in that part, man. Not in this dog game. You know what I mean? Because we can tell you about the past and you know this is not brand new to us. We talk about damn near 30 plus years, bro. So, how do you make it better? Well, it's not like y'all gonna stop doing what they was already doing because it didn't change. It was going on long.
Doing that shit now. It's like
yeah.
get you, everybody up on it. What they talking about today?
Oh shit!
No.
I mean, well,
but you know that's reality internet.
That's the reality TV part of it. Yeah. No, man. And we don't do no fancy thumbnails and because we be busy. Actually, we be barely making it in here, throwing shit together just to come on here. Like I said, I don't want to disappoint you, but we got to do this on the move. We got other things we do throughout our day. But the same token, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna always keep it real because one of the reasons why we be sitting here and wasting our damn time knowing there's so much other shit we could be doing. That we currently be doing, but then maybe we just love doing what we doing. But if we're gonna do this, we're gonna keep it real. We don't remember asking nobody for permission. Yeah, we might not have all the fancy format and shit, but trust me, if you see in the room that I'm sitting in, only reason we don't got it because I don't take the time to do it because I don't feel like I need to. Mo get on here to do what he's supposed to be doing. He ain't gotta look good doing it. All he got to do is just goddamn it do it.
Yes, sir.
Let them know, Mo.
Yes, sir.
Because we always.
Yes, sir.
We always.
Yes,
I'm telling you. We always.
That's the win, baby.
Y'all know what's up, man. Don't be acting like you don't know.
Thank y'all for coming, man. Y'all know y'all the fans.
See y'all Friday, bro.
Visors. Thank you, fellas. Stay safe. Be real. Uh-oh, man. Come on, Mike. You gotta get me on my dog of the night, man. Come on, you gotta get me in. Close out. I gotta get my dog of the night. There you go. My man, that man right there, that killer.
Definition of a killer. Killer. Put him in a dog show, and he starts stretching out their shit. You know what I'm saying? I would back up if I was you. You like, man, can you get the dog? No, it didn't, Mike. We didn't make it to dig it. Jiggle!
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to my man Joe Abraham for checking in. I want to give y'all a follow up on the poll before we close it down tonight. I want to thank everybody who participated in the poll. We had 150 people voted on the poll. Poll question time is past, so who do you think the sire of Abraham Bull are on win one-time winner? We had Grand Champion Buck at 41%, Bones at 12%, and 47% never heard the story. Well, guess what? If 47% of y'all out here in the knowledge that didn't know, now you know. So pass the word to anybody else where you get it from. Say, talk to Twin. Go check out Twin and them show. Share it sometime. Let them know.
You got to argue about that.